Hey everybody, Matt the Garden Guy coming here from my basement. What does that mean? Well, that means that it's starting to get cold outside and we need to start getting ready for a winter garden. What does that mean? It means it's time to dust off the greenhouse, the growing lights, get our potting soil mix ready, get our seeds, get our pots, just get our area all ready to go. Hey, I also hope you enjoy the new audio quality. I know I had some audio issues in the past. I got a microphone here now. That was purchased from fans like you. They helped me out by giving me stars on this Facebook. Go ahead and do that too if you want. That'd be awesome. Or by shopping at my Amazon store. So hopefully this audio will help you guys out more. So another reason why I'm starting to clean out my my stuff down here in the basement, like I said, I'm getting ready to start my winter gardening. I actually grow stuff outside and inside, but right now I'm going to start talking to you about getting stuff ready for outside gardening. I garden outside under a hoop house, so it's a piece of wood I have going over my garden bed with PVC and it's covering with plastic. I made a video on that in March, so I'll put the link to that if you guys want to look. It's about an hour-long video. It's just a live, I guess you call it raw video of me making it. I'm going to be making another one here probably in a couple weeks. I'll post that too, but if you want to start taking a look at it and see what you need, go check out that video. So the one thing that I'm going to start talking about right now is parsley. There's a lot of different things you can grow throughout the winter. I'm not going to tell you them all right now. I'm only going to be talking about parsley. Parsley is one of the herbs that is very hardy during the winter. Just like everything though, it does need some type of protection. So, like I said, I'm gonna grow it under my hoop house, but we got our parsley. So parsley takes about, so this one, so it takes about 21 to 28 days to germinate. So about a month to germinate. So I need to start that now if I want to plant that out in the garden and out in the garden there. So I suggest you, if you want to grow parsley too outside, let's start getting it planted right now. So I use this Burpee organic seed mix. It's an indoor seed mix. So one thing that I've learned in the past, and I talked to you guys about this at the beginning of the year, is I didn't use soil or seed mix that was for indoor, and I had a bunch of little bugs flying around my basement. So very important that you get this mix that says that it's for indoor use. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pour some of that into this trough. I'm gonna put water in it and I'm gonna mix it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a Tip Tuesday on this early in the year. When we are starting out our seeds, we need that soil to be wet. So I'm gonna put this soil that's dry in this with water and I'm gonna mix it together. Hey, I'll put that link down below if you wanna check out that video in more detail. So next, after I have my soil all mixed up, nice and wet, you can see the water coming out of it, I'm gonna grab my small little pots. Keep these pots. They'll come in really good handy. I got some other pots. So I'm gonna fill these two pots up with dirt and I'm gonna put my parsley seeds in here. So I normally do more than what I think I need. Reason being, and you might have made the same mistake, is they just don't grow or something happens to them. And parsley, like I said, takes quite a while to germinate. So you don't want to be, at the end, or it already germinated and then they're having a problem and now you got to start all over again. You just wasted a month. So I tend to plant more than what I want, and typically for me, probably not the greatest thing, but that's typically what happens, is that I end up needing that spare one that I grew. For some reason, I'm accident prone. I knock it over on the ground. My kids get into it, or when I plant it outside, it just doesn't take. So I'll plant a couple of them, and typically works out the best for me. So I got these pots full of dirt right here, and I got this one right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my parsley seeds in here. Okay, so I just washed my hands. I got the dirt off of there. I just want to get them pretty dry because I don't want to get the other parsley seeds that I'm going to put back in the bag wet. So let me go ahead and grab my parsley seeds here. Find them. I don't know where I put them at. Right here. So this is my parsley. This is the Italian parsley. And again, it germinate takes about 20-ish days to germinate, and it says that we're going to plant this one only a 1/4 inch deep. So basically what I do is I just put it on the surface and come back by and put a little bit of dirt on the top. All right, so go ahead and grab my seeds. I put them in my hand here, and I just go ahead and just sprinkle them on. Now, I had an issue with my recording right before this, and I have already planted the seeds. So you could see they are right. Let me move some of them out. They're right. There's one right there. It's kind of hard to see, but I promise you they're in there. Hey, you know, I'm trying to get the bugs back, the kinks back out of it. I haven't done these recordings in a while. I apologize. So I already put them in here. I can't put them back on, right? So I just sprinkle a little bit all around. There's no particular science about it. And then what I do is I grab the dirt again and I just sprinkle a little bit on the top. Now, these say they only need to be about a 1/4 inch deep. So that's probably about that much right there. After I get the dirt on it, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these with cellophane plastic wrap and throw them underneath the growing light. Now, if you do got some sunlight right now and it's still pretty good, go throw them outside. The sunlight, in my opinion, helps it germinate a lot better than the artificial lights, but if you can't put them outside, just throw them underneath the growing light. Growing lights that I use are these growing lights right here. These are the full spectrum growing lights. You want to make sure you have the full spectrum. I help you out with this. I'll put a link down below right to my shop Amazon store. I have these growing lights right here that I use. They're about, I think, 20-ish bucks a piece. These are the ones I use. You want to make sure you use the full spectrum. If you don't want to use the ones I show, that's fine too, but make sure you get the full spectrum. These growing lights right here are the exact same ones that I have on that Amazon link. These are what I use. They work awesome. I've been using these ones for several years. The same ones. I haven't had a single issue with them. So, hey, so one last thing actually. What we need to do is grab a water bottle and we want to spray a little mist of water on the top of these guys here. It's very important that we go ahead and keep this soil as moist as possible. It's going to help. It's going to help the germination process. It's going to help make that greenhouse effect and just overall speed up our germination process. So go ahead and grab our plastic wrap. You can use a Ziploc bag. I have used that in the past where I ran out of this. Just something, again, to put over it to create that greenhouse effect. And I'm gonna go ahead and just grab it and just go right over the top of it, just like that. Do it to this one. Then I'm gonna fire up these growing lights. And then put them underneath the growing lights here. There we go, everybody. We have our pots underneath our full spectrum growing lights. Again, extremely important when you're getting your growing lights that you get them full spectrum. I have taken the guessing work out of it. I have them for you. I'll put the link to my Amazon shop down below. You can get them right on there. Again, if you don't, that's fine. That's fine. It's your choice. Don't have a problem either way. If you're going to get them yourself, though, make sure they're full spectrum. We got these underneath the growing light. Important about growing lights, you got to make sure your stuff stays moist, and you want to keep it 12 inches above your pot. You also, when the seedlings are starting to grow, you want to keep your lights on at least 12 hours a day or more, if you can. I recommend getting a timer that takes all the guesswork out of it. I just throw them on a timer, set it, and forget it, right? Works great. So these are my first plants for my winter garden. Hey, throughout the next coming days and weeks, I'm going to be going over more stuff to plant outside in your winter garden. I'll be doing stuff inside too. I'm just more worried about my outside garden right now. I need to get those in the ground. I need to get that stuff ready. The indoor stuff, we don't have to worry about climate in here. My basement, 68 degrees all year long. Outside, it's going to start getting cold. I looked at the weather. I think they said in about 14 days, we're freezing outside, 32 degrees at nighttime. That's the low. So I need to start getting my stuff done outside. So I'm going to be focusing the next few weeks on our outside garden, and then we'll start coming on the inside. So again, I'll start talking about other things that I plant good outside. I'm not going to talk about it right now. Please come back. And then we'll go from there. So hey, I appreciate all your time. If you see value in this video, I greatly appreciate the thumbs up and the share. If you're new to my channel, press the follow me button right up on there on the top on Facebook, Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel, Matt the Garden Guy. Search it on all platforms, Matt the Garden Guy. You'll find my content. Lastly, keep growing, and I'll talk to you later.